Good afternoon. Get myself set up a little bit here. Get over in the cockpit. Up here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Seem to be missing a window. Oh, there it is. Cool. We're 80. I think that's all I need for starting my flight today. And yeah, we're gonna fly over to Ashtabula County, and hopefully the weather's good, and we'll fly over there. Shouldn't take too long. And we'll go ahead and get everything ready here. So I think the first thing I got to do is I'm going to do a pre-flight, and so the first thing I want to do is actually like check. I want to check my fuel. So advanced menu, plugins, sim coders. Let me go to let's do the maintenance report first. So maintenance report. Just want to see if I yeah, I think I'm gonna fill that. Refill that. Next page. Next page. Page. Yeah, we'll fix the tires. Okay. So I'll quit that. Well, trying to get to the weight and balance here. There we go. So what do we got here? Got 10. Yeah, I'd like to go to 15. Whoops. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's way too much. Okay. Yep, looks good. Looks good. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll do a pre-flight. And we'll come on back inside. Advanced menu, plugins. Browse the expansion pack. Toggle walk around mode. Okay. Oh, we'll roll down through these. So handbooks in the aircraft. Parking brake is set. Avionics switch is. Come on. Avionics switch is off. Ignition switch is off. Want the master switch on. And fuel quantity looks good. Flaps. Down. Master switch off. Go to next. Fuel cutoff valve off. Fuel selector valve on. Static alternate. Trim neutral. Click on next. And now we go outside. So we grab our checklist and open up the door. Teleport our way out of here. Come on. So we're outside, and I got to get to the baggage store. Oh, that hot spot is right there. So door looks good. It's closed. Now we're going to go check the elevator. So we go back here. So now that we're at the elevator, I can put this like right here. I can go ahead and run the elevator up and down. Okay, next. Oh. Now we got to go check the rudder. Oh, I need to kind of spin around behind me here. Spin around over here. So I can find a proper hotspot. That one should work. Yeah, that'll be good. So we're going to check the rudder. That's good. So now we're going to get rid of the tie down. Tie down's gone. So click on next. Now we got to go to the emergency locator antenna. Antenna is there. So we click on next. And we're going to check the flaps. I'm going to spin around back here, see if I can find me a better place. That one there will work. A little spun around, but not too bad. So we're going to check the flaps. That's cool. Now we're going to check the aileron. Now we're going to get rid of the tie down. Cool. So now we got to check for fuel. Get around in front here. Up there. Okay. I got to go check one quick thing. Cool. We are all good. So we're up here on the wing, and we're basically checking the. So it says we have 15 gallons. That's what I told it to put in. The color is light blue. That's correct. Water contamination is none. So that's all good. So if I over here. So now I'm down at the, I click on next. So now I'm down at the tire, and that all looks good. Says the tires are good. So we're gonna get rid of the shocks. Click here to check the engine oil. So the engine oil is right there. And I told it to fill it up, so it's at 8 quarts. And it looks good. Click on next. Now we're going to go out to the nose of the airplane. And so we're in the front of the airplane. We're looking at the propeller to make sure there's no nicks or cracks in it. And so we're going to get rid of the cover there. Cover's gone. So we're looking at the spinner. Spinner looks good. Got a little couple of marks on it. Not too bad though. You can kind of see them right there. So we're going next. And looks like tire looks good. Now we got to go check the fuel over. Check the fuel over here. So we'll go over here and check the fuel. Okay, quantity's 15. That'd be good. Color's light blue. That's cool. Says we got no water contamination. So we click on next. And we got to go over the pedal cover. I'm going to have to get down a little bit here. Get out around the front of the airplane. And see if I can find. That one might work. I want one closer. Not that one, that one. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So we go ahead and we can toggle this cover here. We can toggle that off. Now it's gone. And so we're going to get rid of this tie down here. So that's gone. And we're going to check on the aileron. So I'm going to go over back behind the airplane. That'll work. So if I go ahead and run the aileron up and down, and the next is it's a flaps. Looks good. Just a little bit of movement, and we got to get spun around here over to the. There we go. Over to the shocks. So tire status is good. You can toggle the shocks off. They're gone. Okay. So that completes the VR walk around. And I'm going to click on finish. Before I go inside the airplane, I'm going to just physically go out around the airplane and make sure that nothing looks, make sure I didn't miss anything. So just doing a visual just to check to make sure I didn't forget a tie down or anything that seems out of place. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. So I can basically use this here, use this on the flower here, get in the pilot seat, and my yoke is right here. So if I do this correctly, I should be looking straight forward in the cockpit. We'll see how well this pulls off. So get him popped. Pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah. I'm going to straighten it up just a little bit. I'm a little bit off, but not bad at all. Cool. That's a little bit better. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm pretty good. So as long as I'm inside, I can go ahead and close the door, and cool. Come on. Alrighty. So before we go too much further, I'll go ahead and get the checklist out, and we'll go ahead and get the airplane started. So, yep. So, advanced menu, plugins. Next checklist, open checklist. It was disappointing. Oh, okay. Yeah, good thing to go over. When I opened up the checklist, it basically it toggled, and let me see if I can do this. No, it didn't show up there. Oh, I thought it would have. Okay. Back into the airplane. So in VR, if it says show widget, it's not going to show up. So I'll click on show GUI, save settings, and we'll try it again. We'll see if it's a little more responsive. Open checklist. There we go. Okay, dokie. So this is a checklist specifically made for the Reality expansion pack. So we'll click on that.
2 brakes.
Okay.
Test and set. 3 fuel selector.
On both?
Both. 4 fuel shut-off valve. On, in. 6 beacon. On. 7 avionics switch. Off. 8 master switch. On. 9 throttle. Open 1/4 inch. 10 mixture. Idle cut off. A auxiliary pump. On. B mixture. Rich until 3 to 5 GPH, then cut off. C auxiliary pump. Off. 12 starter. Engage. 1 ignition switch. Start. 2 mixture, at engine start. Rich. 3 engine. RPM 1000 RPM. 4 oil pressure. Check. 5 mixture. Leaned max. 6 flaps. Retract. 7 avionics. KERI INTL Tom Ridge FLD Information Quebec. 1600 Zulu weather. Wind 100 at 8, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 14, dew point 3. Altimeter 3039. Arriving runway 06, departing runway 06. Advise on initial contact, you have Quebec. On. 8 instruments.
Oh, get the digital gyro set up.
KERI INTL Tom Ridge FLD Information.
Say weather, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Kilo Echo Romeo India is CLR. Visibility is 10 miles, winds are 110 at 8 knots, cloud coverage is CLR. Current altimeter is 3039er.
Set altimeter 3039. Set altimeter at 3039.
Transponder 4622. Altimeter 3039er.
Sometimes plane command takes a little while to understand me. Okay, so the plane's got the plane warming up here, and so we'll go ahead and click on flight plan, and as long as I got no cursor, if I move the little one, I'm looking for a click here for cursor. I'm going to move down here. Yep, KERI to KHZY. If I click on enter. Yes, I understand. So, active flight plan. So, yep, that looks correct. Alrighty. So, So we validated our flight plan. We're flying from Erie to Northwest Ohio Regional, and now I'm going to click on File. At least that's the goal. There we go. Okay, so now we have filed the flight plan, and we need to. So it looks like we're in clearance delivery right now. Yep, we're in clearance delivery. So I'm gonna bring up one little helper program, and we're gonna bring up Avatar. Tablet, and I'm going to bring up charts, directory, charts. I'm gonna have to pop out of my headset and take a look at something. Evidently I overwrote something that I should not have, and I'm missing some charts that I should have, but I'll be right back. Okay, back. So, I want to get flight following for KERI clearance delivery ground, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is clearance delivery, go ahead.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf would like VFR flight following from Kilo Echo Romeo India to Kilo Hotel Zulu Yankee at 4500 feet.
Aircraft calling clearance delivery, say again with your call sign.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf would like VFR flight following from Kilo Echo Romeo India to Kilo Hotel Zulu Yankee at 4500 feet.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf cleared VFR to Kilo Hotel Zulu Yankee with radar advisory service at 4,500 feet. Squawk 5311, advise of altitude changes en route.
Cleared VFR to Kilo Hotel Zulu Yankee at 4,500 feet, squawking 5311, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, read back correct. Altimeter 3039er, expect runway 06, contact ground on 121.9er when ready to taxi. Enjoy your afternoon.
Altimeter 3039er, expect runway 06, ground on 121.9er for taxi, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
I'm going to try that again because I think I got cleared to the wrong airport. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf would like VFR flight following from Kilo Echo Romeo India to Kilo Hotel Zulu Yankee at 4500 feet.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf cleared VFR to Kilo Hotel Zulu Yankee with radar advisory service at 4,500 feet. Squawk 5311, advise of altitude changes en route. Cleared VFR to Kilo Hotel Zulu Yankee at 4,500 feet, squawking 5311, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, read back correct. Altimeter 3039er, expect runway 06, advise when ready to taxi. Altimeter 3039er, expect runway 06, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, ready to taxi.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, taxi to runway 06 via taxiways Delta, Foxtrot, Golf, hold short runway 06. Taxi to runway 06 via taxiways Delta, Foxtrot, Golf, hold short runway 06, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cool. Yeah, it didn't sound like they cleared me to the right airport, but the second time that absolutely did, so it's kind of good to make sure that you have that correct. Cool. Yeah, I wanted to try to get this done before maybe like around 1 o'clock, and hopefully before that. I wanted to watch Sasso from Hot Start. I wanted to watch him. He's doing a development stream, and they're always seriously entertaining to fly. So this flight should, I'm hoping I'll be under an hour, but we'll see how it goes. So it's not too far. Go over here.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf contact tower on 118.1. Good day. Tower on 118.1 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay. See if I can get this guy to spin around here. Get her pointed into the wind. A little bit more. That's good. Put parking brake on. Alrighty. So I'll run the engine up to around 1800. And we're gonna go to left. Oop, went both ways. That looks good. Temperature looks good. Vacuum looks good. Fuel flow is good. Second pressure, oil pressure looks good. Should be good to go. So I'm gonna try to get the plane over a little bit more on the right here, and then do a 180. If you're going at a reasonable clip in a Cessna, they turn pretty good. But if you're trying to do this when you're going real slow, no, they don't go well at all. So we'll see if we can get this call in one crack here. Cessna Tower, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, holding short, runway 6, ready for departure.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 100 at 8 knots, cleared for takeoff, runway 06.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 06 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cool. One shot, that looks pretty good. So we fly a left-hand pattern here, so I'll fly runway heading, and then I'll be making a left-hand pattern to head to the west. Giving it right rudder, trying to keep her down the center line here, getting to around 55 or 60 knots. Looks like I'm there. Up we go. Maintaining the runway center, and until I get about 500 to 1,000 feet above the ground, and then I'll make a left-hand turn. You want to make sure you're absolutely clear of the airport property before you really do any kind of turns, because you don't know what other traffic might be coming, and from really either direction. So just as a courtesy to other aircraft, best thing to do. So we're out past the airport here. The peninsula, the neck of the peninsula is right there. So a good place to turn. So we'll go ahead and we'll make a left-hand turn. And I'm going to end up getting flying out along the shoreline, and to get me to onto my flight plan. So a little steep. And I'm going to get to an altitude of 4,500 feet, so the shoreline's coming up, so I can like follow the shoreline out. It won't be exactly the shoreline to get to where I'm going because the airport is south of the shoreline by probably 10 miles. So, but right now I'm just about parallel with the runway. I'm actually going out a little bit. I'm west right now. The runway's 240. I'm 270 right now. So just kind of looking over my gauges just to make sure that everything seemingly is like reasonably happy, and still climbing. So right now I'm going to pull back my power to like 2200, and no sense in running the engine like full out. There's no need. I'll just slowly come up to 4,500. And the engine noise sounds a little bit loud to me, so I'm going to try to fix that. External. I just brought down the outside sound just a little. Whoa, where are you going, Bill? I just brought the outside sounds down a little bit. It sounded like if I have them sounds up too high, then I know in my stream the pilot to ATC is not. It's tough to hear. It's also tough for me to hear. So I normally bring my my little Lewis script, plywood Lewis script. I usually bring that along with me so that I can adjust it on the fly without having to take off my my headset. Because quite frankly, I like as much as possible to never take my headset off. I had an issue with on the directory of Avatab. There's a directory called Charts, and mine was empty. I had put a new version of Avatab in, and normally I overwrite the old one, but evidently I had deleted the old one and put the new one in. And when I looked, there was nothing in there, and I was like, oh no. So so I had to, it was just faster. I could have done it with my headset on, but this would have been a big hassle. So it was much quicker to take my headset off, do that quick work, mouse work, and then I was good to go. So. Anybody has any questions on what I'm doing, where I'm going, how I do what I do, just feel free. I enjoy chat very, very, very much, and but kind of my goals here, at least currently, is I'm just recreating flights that I did when I was a student pilot out of Erie International Airport. KERI, and so that's kind of what I'm doing. So I do it for two reasons. One is it helps me stay reasonably proficient flying an airplane, and also is.
Contact area approach on 121.0. Have a good afternoon.
Approach on 121.0 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay. So they handed us off from
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf climbing to 4,500 feet. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, good afternoon. Radar contact. Expect runway 09. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, you are on course. Turn left heading 218 to return to course. Heading 218 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
I'm not sure where it thinks I'm going, but evidently something isn't right. Because the runway number that they said, that ain't the right runway number. The runway I'm going to is let me think a minute. It's 27, and whatever the opposite would be. Give me a second. So it'd be 27 and 18. So so I took off from 6. So I'll probably be coming in on the 18 runway. So. Alrighty. Okay, so we were coming up on 4,500. So I'm gonna shove the yoke in a little bit. Try to level out a little bit. Looks like I'm a little bit off here. You still wanting to climb a little bit? I got a little bit too much power. Still too much power. My directional gyro and the heading indicator were not quite synced up. They are now, so we're good. I'm pretty well on course, so still climbing. For some reason, the trim's fighting me just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. So we're 17 miles away from the airport. So I'm going to cheat this a little bit. Well, I thought I was. Wasn't too happy with what GPS was doing, so I'll just hand fly it for right now. Was taking me on like a heading of 210, and I just didn't seem right to me. So say active runway, Kilo Hotel, Zulu Yankee.
Arriving and departing runway 09er.
09? Why does that not sound right? I don't sound right at all.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, you are 11 nautical miles from Northia St. Ohio REGL. Radar service terminated. No tower at Northia St. Ohio REGL. Frequency changed to local traffic advisory approved. Roger. Have a nice day. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, expect landing runway 09 at Northia St. Ohio REGL. Expect runway 09 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay. Back some power. Got to get down to around 2,000 feet. So the airport should be off over this way. I'm just looking for some bearings here. This road right here, this road is Interstate 90, and it's going to cross with it's a 4-lane road, and it's going to cross with another 4-lane road, and that will basically take me up to the airport. So if I'm landing on 090, I'll need to make a left-hand pattern going alongside that airport, alongside the airport. Well, it looks like I need to get a little bit more south to make sure I can actually see the airport as I enter for a left downwind. Meanwhile, kind of like pulling the power back a little bit, trying to get the airplane to slow down here. So far, I don't clearly see the airport, so it's a little bit hazy out here, so it's gotta be here somewhere. Airports aren't the easiest thing to find. According to my map, I've got to be kind of close. And actually, it's behind me. Oh, we're gonna make a turn here. Just to make sure. Yep, it's behind me. There's a 4-lane road. So I have flown by the airport. So I'm going to get level here. And Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning base, runway 09.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf Roger. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report field inside or cancel IFR when on the ground.
Oh, I didn't think I was flying IFR. Put a notch of flaps out. Oop, I was a little fast for that. Cool. Wasn't as good a pattern as what I wanted to do. But, come on! Didn't turn like I wanted. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, clear the active.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, welcome to Northea St. Ohio REGL.
So we'll go up here at the end and get ready to head back to Erie. That actually went quite well. I flew by it, but I as soon as I looked back, I went, oh, there it is. And so I didn't fly as good a pattern as I normally do. Normally, I like to fly a complete pattern. Do a downwind, do the base, do the base, and then do the final. But I just decided I can pull this off, and all I got to do is get rid of some altitude and get some flaps in, and should be able to pull this off. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to have to get rid of my headset for a split second here to change my flight plan and load a new. I'll just change my flight plan and to go back to Erie. So let's see if I can get flight following from here. If I can, I can't. I'm not going to sweat it. I can always call Erie when I get here. So I'm going to bring the plane over here. Hold short. Pull out the mixture. Don't know why that ain't showing up. And I'm gonna load a new flight plan in. I'll be right back. Okay. It was kind of funny. When I took my headset off, I had looked, and as I'm putting my headset down, I can see my flaps are down, and so I was going to reach over with my hand, not with my touch controllers, but with my hand to put my flaps up, and I went, oh no, you got to do that with your touch controllers. So, and looks like we're pretty good here. Looks like I'm a little bit off on the heading here for whatever reason, but the altitude looks pretty good. I think it's 926, and well, I'm pretty good that way. Okay, so okay, where the heck did it go? That's kind of cool. I have this set up where if I look away, if I don't look at it, it goes away, and so I couldn't find it. So there's a way where I can, with OVR Toolkit, I can say bring to me. So I just went pilot to ATC, bring it to me. So now I can actually see it. So I have the. So I'm going from Northeast Ohio Regional. I'm going back to Erie, and so I'm going to leave that up here for right now, and then I need to get permission. So we'll see if we can find the right charts. One directory, pilot to ATC, and I've got to redo this stuff because I have things that are missing that that I used to have, and I'm quite disorganized right now, and but I'll work through the problem. So let me see. I'm gonna see if I can call it from here. Pick up flight following. Okay. Regional clearance delivery ground Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Okay, so what am I gonna do here? What are my choices? Approach. What did you do? One of the my leashes on my touch controller got wrapped around my my yoke, and for some reason. Well, that's true. Turn this off. See if it makes a difference. For some reason, the dot here does not seem to want to work, and let me see if it's my mouse that's interfering. Might be. Nope, that wasn't it. Okay. Say weather, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Kilo Hotel Zulu Yankee is CLR. Visibility is 10 miles, winds are 108 at 7 knots, cloud coverage is CLR. Current altimeter is 3038.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf would like VFR flight following from Kilo Hotel Zulu Yankee to Kilo Echo Romeo India at 3500 feet.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf cleared VFR-20 Echo Romeo India F with radar advisory service at 5,500 feet. Squawk 3351 advise of altitude changes en route. Cleared VFR-20 Echo Romeo India F at 5,500 feet, squawking 3351 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf read back incorrect. Cleared to Kilo Echo Romeo India. Cleared to Kilo Echo Romeo India Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf read back correct. Altimeter 3038 contact us when airborne for advisory services. Altimeter 3038 will call when airborne Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay. So appears like I'm okay, and I don't. There's nobody asked permission from here, so you're kind of like on your own. So we'll put in my mixture, and we'll head on back to Erie. Just a minute. I want to make sure my flight plan. So I want that flight plan. Click enter. Yes. Understood. Flight plan. Yep. Okay. So, should be good. Get rid of my parking brake so I can actually take off. Alrighty. Whoa, 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 whoa. A little too much gas there. Alrighty. So. Oh. Say goodbye to Ohio and looking for Pennsylvania. Alrighty, up we go. So on the way back, we should be, get my trim line back up again. On the way back, we should be going at a course of, at an altitude of 3,500. And then when we get close to KERI, then we'll go down to pattern altitude. The field there is 730, so pattern altitude of 1730, 1800, somewhere in that range. So. Oh, need to kind of head a little bit not to the east, but a little bit to the north and east, and so the shoreline should always be going towards KERI. The shoreline should actually be getting closer to us, not further away. Oh, we're just climbing out. That actually, that approach, the approach was a little rushed for me, but everything like turned out in the end. The landing actually turned out really good. I was really happy that the landing turned out. It's so different if you. I do a lot of practice touch and goes at KERI, and so as you go through the session, you tend to get better normally. If you don't get better, you probably ought to quit. So, but normally I get better. And so when you're doing these kind of flights, where basically you're gonna take off, you're gonna fly to another airport somewheres away. This one happened to be 30 miles away or so, and then you're gonna land. So you ain't got really a whole lot of time to practice. And you just kind of have to just kind of figure it out, just like you would for real. I mean, that's kind of how you fly in real life. So, so you're always kind of wondering like how well it's gonna turn out. You know, whether something's gonna surprise you. Most of the time, what will surprise you is wind. Is if you have a crosswind, didn't sound like anything was too bad there. But if you have a really good crosswind, that can definitely wreck your day. If you're not ready for it, you're coming in and you're trying to figure out why the airplane won't fly straight down the runway. It ain't gonna fly straight down, but sometimes the plane will be quite an angle with the runway, and you have to pull the power back here to about 2200, and because we're coming up on 3500, but the airplane will be at quite an angle. So if you turn the plane at an angle, then it's going to tend to turn that way. So when you do that, then you have to use your opposite rudder to try to get the plane so that the plane's going to be looking like it's at an angle, but it actually is going to be flying straight. It's going to be lined up with the runway. So climbing a little bit here, and so that is a technique that I don't excel at. I have been trying harder to put myself in those kind of situations so that I'll get better at it. So, but it's all practice. All of this is all practice. So. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf with you at 3,500 feet.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf Squawk 3351 expect runway 06. Squawk 3351 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
I'm on the right squawk, and I'm on an altimeter, so I would have expected it to say radar contact, but it did not. So, oh, whatever. Isn't like I kind of like don't know my way back home to KERI, so I'm just trying to get the plane to like level off a little bit, and right now it's it has a bit of a mind to descend right now, so I'm going a little bit too much to the southeast right now. So I got a couple of things I need to work on, and get my documentation set up a little better in Avatar, and still got to get my GPS figured out. There was something my autopilot with GPS, got to figure out what was going wrong with that. So something I wasn't working the way it should have. So because normally if I'm like on if I'm on probably a reasonably good course, then when I click it on autopilot, it should follow that. So when I was going out to Ohio Regional, it didn't seem to be doing that to me. So not sure why. So we got 20 miles to go. Looks like 12 minutes. Yeah, should be good. Should be back in KERI by 12. Be by 12:30. Oops. Yeah, and I don't really have like a set schedule. I just don't. I normally try to fly somewhere in the late morning to early afternoon. Rarely I'll fly in the evening, but I have been known to do that. So that's kind of what my deal is. And always you'll never, yeah, I'll say that. You'll never see me flying at night. I just do not. I hear about, oh, the lights are so pretty, and I hated when I, as a student pilot, had to fly at night. It was part of the training, and I hated it with a passion. I really did. It was way too disorienting. I remember when I made a turn for final, and I was lined up with the tower, not with the runway, and it's kind of a memory that stuck with me for a long time. I can remember the CFI yanking the yoke out of my hand. He didn't say my airplane, he took it. And I kind of like went, oh, okay, and then I looked and I went, oh crap. It was obvious that I was not lined up with the runway. So but I've just never if I'm flying, riding in an airliner, don't matter what time of day, I don't care. But if I'm flying, now it's got to be during the daytime. So, and just who I am, just how I like to fly. So, but So I'm flying X-Plane 11.50 Beta 10 Vulcan, and probably obvious that I'm flying in VR. I enjoy it. I enjoy GA VR tremendously. It is the closest thing that I have ever found flight simming, and I've flight sim for a long time. It is the closest thing I've ever found to when I was taking training in a real 172. It's the closest I've ever come. It is extremely realistic. The visuals, I'm running a Valve Index, so I'm running a fairly high-end headset, and like the gauges and stuff. I don't. If I just look over here, I can clearly see in standby that I have 118.10. It's clear. I don't have to lean in to see that. From me sitting in the seat where I normally would, I can easily tell that. And for me, that's good enough. It's not a 4K screen. It never will. Well, I'll probably not be on this earth by the time that you could put a 4K screen inside one of these headsets. It may happen. It may be sooner than that, but I don't find it necessary. So that's kind of how I look at it. So the resolution is good enough. The only downside I would say is it's maybe like PAPI lights. PAPI lights, it depends on the day. Like a hazy day like today, they'll be difficult to see. Not impossible, just difficult. And so because of that, what I'm trying to figure out is how to get a zoom set up. So so I'll see if I got it set up here. Zoom.
Landing gear are not retractable.
Zoom.
Okay.
Zoom.
Okay.
So I have it like that. That's actually pretty good. Actually, it worked better than I thought. Zoom.
Will go.
So that's pretty good. Zoom.
Will go.
So what that is that's plane command. So I have plane command mapped to the zoom, to the VR zoom. So all I have to do is hold down on the one button of my touch controller and say zoom. And that actually worked way better than I thought it would. I would think that if you're on approach and you're having a hard time seeing the PAPI lights, you could easily do that. And it's just a toggle. So it's a toggle. When I say zoom, it zooms in. When I say zoom again, it toggles out. That would probably be good enough. I was trying to get it more zoom. That's quite a bit, actually. When I didn't think so, because I was kind of looking at it from my from what I'm seeing in my cockpit here. But
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, you are 11 nautical miles from Erie International Ridge Radar Service terminated. Contact tower on 118.1. Enjoy your afternoon. Tower on 118.1 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
so now it flipped the tower frequency.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound at 3,600 feet for landing.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, good afternoon. Squawk 3351 altimeter 3039er, expect to enter on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Expect to enter on a left downwind for runway 06 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf radar contact.
Yeah, because they give me a different squawk frequency, so I put it in, and that's what I should have heard. Is that when I put the right squawk frequency in, that's what it should say as radar contact. So I put in the right frequency, and and I have it set on altimeter so that it knows it knows where I am and how high I am up above the ground. So we're cleared to land on runway 6. I'm trying to figure out if I want to come in straight into runway 6 or do a pattern. I think I'm coming straight in, so I'll take my heading bug and I'll move it over to 6. And get a little bit better lined up here. So how far out are we? So we're 8 miles, so or 5 minutes, so at this point I'm gonna pull the power back a little bit and try to get down to an altitude of around 2,000 feet. I don't want to be that low real far away, but I'm only 7 miles away and in 4 minutes, so there's no reason I can't get down to 2,000 right now. So if this will help me see if I can see the airport. Zoom.
Not pause.
Zoom.
LNAB on.
I didn't want that. Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Zoom.
Will go.
Okay. I thought that's where it was, but alrighty. Oh. And because I'm not doing I'm doing a straight in approach, I have to do everything kind of straight in. Normally when I'm doing this, I would have went all the way around the airport and come in and landed. So I would have put the flaps out, you know, at a certain place as I'm coming around the airport. But when you're doing a straight in approach, then you have to kind of like do it all at one time. So. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land. Runway 06.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf Roger.
When they say Roger, it means they've already cleared you. That's fine. So it's a little bit harder to judge like when to put flaps out and that type of thing. So I'm going to pull up on the yoke just a little bit. I'm at 2,000 feet. I'll pull up on the yoke a little bit. Try to get level right here. And then that's gonna get me, I can get 1 notch of flaps out, so. Because I should be below, well, actually I could put the flaps out. I could have put them out at 100, but I personally like to be under 80 knots when I put my first notch of flaps out, so, or 85, something like that. So. That's what I mean, like it's a little bit hard to see the pappies right now. So we're gonna put another notch of flaps out. I'm trying to get myself trimmed up here for around 65 knots. I am still high. So I'm pulling back on the power a little bit more. So I'm at 1500 RPM right now. And not too bad on approach. The, yeah, and my pappies say I'm high. So I can see them right now. The, this is a displaced threshold. So I have to be past that. So I'm actually pretty good. Last notch of flaps is out. I'm at idle right now. So gotta get the plane going down a little bit more. I'm descending a little bit too much, too fast, but we will arrest that pretty quickly here. Okay, down past the threshold. So go back on the yoke. 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 Perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's a great day. It's a great day. Stop, 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 please. Okay, cool. I was hoping I could get off on this one. There we go. Cool, 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 cool. Yes. Oh, that's great. Okay. So up here a little bit. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, clear to the active.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, welcome to Erie International Ridge, contact ground on 121.9er. Have a nice day.
Ground on 121.9er Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Ground Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Request taxi to general aviation parking. Ground Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Request taxi to general aviation parking.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Delta, Foxtrot, Golf, hold short runway 02, and runway 06. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Delta, Foxtrot, Golf, hold short runway 02, and runway 06 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf cleared to cross runway 02. Cleared to cross runway 02 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
That's the first time that's ever happened here. Normally when I come in from flying, they never automatically cross me. They never automatically tell me I can cross. I was waiting till they got done so that I could make the call, ready to cross runway 20, but they did that already, so. So it has been a great, great day. It's been fun. This has been fun. So we'll go ahead and taxi over here to my parking spot, and I'll get to show off a couple of the reality expansion pack features of this airplane. There's supposed to be a message bar that shows up here that I haven't been seeing. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing it. So, but I kind of like know how to kind of what I need to do. Like right now, if I'm bringing the RPM way low, and if it's below 1,000, it will tell you that either bring it up to 1,000 or bring the mixture back. So what I do is I bring the mixture back. Okay, gotta make a turn here. Oh, turn. Come on, turn. Oh, mixture was back a little too far. I couldn't get enough power. Okay, that'll work. Alrighty, so I'll put the right now I'm gonna put the parking brake on. I'm gonna turn off the radios, the lights, and then you pull back on the mixture. And the reason you do this is when you shut the engine down, you don't want any fuel in the cylinders. And so turn these off, turn that off. Okay. So now that I have okay, I did put my flaps up. know when I did that. Maybe I landed with no flaps. I'll have to look at the replay. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and go outside. I'm going to try to better park the airplane. So reality expansion pack, toggle tow mode. So I didn't see anything show up here. So go outside here. See if my tow thing is out here. Yes, it is. Okay. This is pretty cool. So in VR, you can do this. So, actually the airplane is actually parked pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It's out a little bit too far. But when I'm in tow mode with the VR walk around, you can basically move the yoke. The yoke turns the wheel. So as I pull the yoke my way, notice it doesn't move. What did Bill forget to do? Bill forgot to release the parking brake. So we'll go back in the seat. Sure enough. So we'll go back out. I thought I intentionally remembered to do that too. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go not that hot spot, that hot spot. So we'll see if it works. That was kind of cool. Like you could see the yoke and the. I didn't want to do that. Once you commit to a teleport, there's no way to get out of them. Just the way it is. Okay. But when I was when I was moving it, you could see that move back and forth in the slop right there. That was kind of funny that it would go so far and then it would stop. So alrighty, so I can pull that out so I can turn it. So we're gonna do like a 360 here. And the longer you keep the yoke pulled out, the faster this thing's gonna go. So it'll get it can get like seriously crazy. So it can go crazy fast. So, and I don't know if you can hear it in the stream. Whoop. But when the tires are moving, you can actually hear them on the asphalt, which is pretty cool. I assume it's an F-mod sound, but it is pretty neat that you can actually do this. So we'll roll her in a little bit. We'll call that good. Yeah, we'll call that good. And so if I pull it back, it'll speed up. And then if I let go of the yoke, it'll slow down. If I shove in on the yoke, it'll actually stop. You know, so you have really good control here. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. So it's kind of like you're sitting on an electric tug because of where your position is. It's just like you're sitting on an electric tug, or like you're actually. That's kind of weird. So, or it would be the same height if there was a handle on there and you grab a hold of it and you're actually pulling the plane around. That would be it would be the same thing. So we are going to go ahead and click on Advanced Menu. Plugins, Reality Expansion Pack, Toggle Tow Mode. So that's done. Let me think here a minute. So I'm going to put the brake on. So I'm going to go back in the cockpit and I'm going to click on the brake. Okay, so the brake's set. So back outside. And so I'm going to plugins, Reality Expansion Pack, toggle walk around mode. Okay. So you have a few different modes. So you have a light check mode, you have pre-flight and post-flight. So right now I'm in pre-flight mode. So if you look, I'm checking the handbook, parking brake, all of that stuff. I want post flight. I'm all done. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the pitot tube cover on. So I'm going to go right here. So I can, and now I can like click on this. So that put the there's out of the way. So that put the pitot tube cover on. So now we click on next. And now the green dot is in the tail of the airplane, so we need to go back to the tail. So now we're going to do the tie down for the tail. So that's done. Click on next. And now we're going to go over here. We're going to do the wing tie down. Oh, this would be a good place. So we click on this button. That puts the wing tie down. And then we need to go to the, we'll put the chocks on. So let me see, grab a hold of that. Yeah, so I can go right here. So I can put the, toggle the shocks. Now the shocks are on. What's next? Now we're going to go to the front of the airplane. So I'm going to pick that front hot spot. And so we're basically going to put the covers on that cover up this area here. So toggle, they're on. And so now we got to go over to the left wing. I'll go there. I should be close, but it's going to be coming right there. So, yep. Click on next. And now I gotta get down here. Oh, there we go. So it says toggle shocks. It also gives you like the condition of the tires. So my landings didn't hurt the tires any. And click on finish. So we basically started off this stream with we did a pre-flight. So basically all of these things that how you basically leave a plane at an airport. We got rid of all of them. Did a pre-flight, check for fuel, all that good stuff you do on a pre-flight, and then did a proper startup, and flew over to Ohio Regional, flew on back, and did a little demo of how the walk around, the tow mode works. And now we're done with our post flight. So we're I think I'm about done. So cool. Yeah, I was shooting for 12:30. It's 12:13. Wow, that's pretty good. The only thing there's a couple of things that I'm going to have to do offline and kind of fix a few things. But one thing I would like to be able to do is, due to the fact that I have the parking brake set, there's no reason for me to get back in the cockpit. And it would be great if I could figure out how to close the door. But in VR, I can, there we go. How does that work? Well, that closed the door, and oh, cool, cool. Hey, I'm glad you enjoy. If you do enjoy, please follow me, and so that you will be whenever I stream again, you'll get a notification, and you can ride along again. So, but thank you so much. It's I enjoy. If you can't tell, I enjoy VR and I enjoy streaming. So, and I try to make my streams both informative, but not dry. That's not my style. So, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. That was a follow. For some reason, my chat window here, follows don't show up here. I have it turned on, but they don't show up, and I don't know why they don't. It's something I've been looking at, but I haven't figured it out. But what I do see, and what you see, is you see the little guy running around, and I get a sound in my headset, that happened. So I know the sound, but I would like it, so that it would let me know who followed, because I just find that a little bit impolite, that you say, hey, thanks for the follow, but I don't know who it is. So I need to fix that. But one of the challenges of streaming in VR, that's one. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and I try a lot to explain what I'm doing for a myriad of reasons, but for people that don't know aviation, don't know like what's all involved. It's like my approach here. I did a straight in approach. I rarely do that. So we flew to to KHZY, which is Northeast Ohio Regional. So it is, let me look here, 20, it's around 26 miles, I think, from Erie, Pennsylvania. So we flew from Erie, Pennsylvania to there, and then flew from KHZY back to Erie. So my flights are, my streams are basically me recreating flights that I either actually took doing real world training here in Erie, or flights that I could have took. This one here, I never flew to this airport in real life, ever. I've flown to it probably 10 times now in simming, but I never did in real life. So it's kind of funny. And but that's kind of what I'm doing. And so I do. I have fun. I have so much fun. And Invisible, now I have 50 followers. Thank you so much. I was at 49, so I'm 50 now. So that was pretty cool. And so, but yeah, that's where we flew to yesterday. And so this here is Pilot ATC, and yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. You can see on my chat window, I can see people that are around. I can see that. It is impolite to say, hey, whoever, glad you're coming along. That's impolite. That is the people. There are people that want to that are comfortable interacting with chat, and there are people that are not. And if you're not, that's fine. That is fine. But if you interact with me in chat, I will interact with you. No doubt about it. The only time that would not be true is if I'm on final landing an airplane. I will probably interact to the point of saying, I'll catch you as soon as I land. Because to me, landing in a sim, landing in real life is the same. I treat it with the same amount of respect. The only advantage in a sim is you can't get killed. Where in real life, you do something stupid and you can pay a heavy price. So not only in the cost of the airplane, but in the cost of you. So this is Pilot ATC that gives me the ATC, and it's a bot. It's a AI and an artificial intelligence. And what allows me to do that is I have a program called OVR Toolkit. So what OVR Toolkit allows me to do, see if I can find it. I don't know why that's not here. I should be able to see it. I on my Windows, I have them, at least a couple of them, they kind of hide. So I have to like look right at them for them to show up. But basically, it allows me to bring my whole desktop right into the VR cockpit, which is pretty cool. And so it allows me to have these kind of things like right inside the VR cockpit, where you normally on a 2D screen it would be on your screen. So it makes it way more immersive, and the other thing it teaches you is how to interact with the ATC. You know, because I mean, I'll never forget when I first started flying. The thing that scared me more than just flying was talking on the radio. I was terrified of having to talk to the tower and ground and all that. It is so common anymore. I look forward to it, and but when I first started, I was terrified. Yeah, I had some programs that helped me try to learn that, but I was terrified, you know. So yeah, so I am what I would call myself. I am a former student pilot. Personally, I think it is easier in real life. That's my personal opinion. I haven't landed a real airplane in a few years, about 5. But I think it's actually easier. Here's the deal: when you pull back on the yoke, you can actually, in a real airplane, you can feel it. You can feel it in your butt, and where in a sim you don't feel that. You don't feel that at all. And in VR, it's a little bit better because you can kind of look. I mean, and when I land, I'm using my peripheral vision to land, so I'm looking at the ground through, looking out like this, you know, over here and here. So I'm looking at that ground and seeing where it is, seeing how fast it's coming, and it's like when I landed, that was like a great landing. But that's how I was judging what I needed to do. And you heard me talk through it, you know, is that pull back the yoke, and and I was narrating exactly what I was doing. Just pull it back just a little bit more, a little bit more. And finally, you'll get the nose of the airplane up high enough that the airspeed goes away. And if you've done that correctly, you're 1 to 2 feet above the runway. So when you land, then you will the landing will be smooth, and you always want to land 2 main wheels. So these 2 wheels first, and then that nose wheel second. So you want to land out that nose wheel. You want it to be off the ground by a bit, not a lot, but you don't want them ever all 3 to touch, and you never want to land with the nose wheel first. That you'll if that thing collapses when you land that way, that'll be a bad day. And it was one of the harder things to learn when I first learned how to land an airplane, was making sure that nose wheel is always up when you land. And actually, so I'm a former student pilot. I have about a little over 108 hours in a Cessna 172, just like I fly. And had to give it up. Too much stress at work. And now that I'm retired, I don't have the stress at work, but I don't have the disposable income. So what can I do about that? Fly in VR. So it's as close as It's as close as I'll probably ever come in my life to flying in a real airplane. I could go rent a plane, an instructor, and go do an intro flight. I could do that, but I'm good with the memories, so I'm quite good to go. So, but awesome, great day. Anybody else have any questions? This has just been a fun stream. So my what I got to do now is I have a friend, Sasso. Sasso is he's one of the developers of the Hot Start TBM, the Hot Start TBM, and I met him quite a few years ago. He helped me with one of my plugins, and he offered me to basically if I was planning on meeting him. He lives in Bratislava, and that don't sound right, but Slovakia. He lives in Slovakia. Bratislava is the town they lived. He says, hey, I could rent an airplane and I could fly you like all over Slovakia. And I went, oh, okay. so basically, it was the last day that we were in the country. And he rented a Diamond and we flew all over Slovakia. So I asked him, I said, how do I pay you back? He goes, buy me lunch. I bought him lunch, and we got to ride, like, flew all day and in a Diamond. It was great, one of my great experiences. So, alrighty, I think I'll go ahead and call it a day. And if nobody else has anything they need answered, we'll go ahead and I'll just end the stream. So, thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.